Boa tarde a todos. Só vamos? Deixa eu só ver um bagulho aqui. O áudio tá certinho. Só vamos, amor. Aviso de foto. Qualidade ou desempenho? Eu vou jogar no desempenho pra ver como é que tá, mano. Vou ver opções aqui. Força da vibração. Ajuda de mira no controle. Correr, esquiva, não, gráficos. Isso aqui a gente. Ah, isso aqui tira. Eu não gosto. Redução de graves. Inglês, legenda. Nome do falante, pode pôr. Não. Tamanho da legenda normal ou grande? Bem grande. Se tiver muito grande, depois eu abaixo. Legenda das placas. Retícula no ponto. Ocultar HUD. Ocultar widget do HUD. Censura de nudez. E põe. É isso, né? História normal, difícil. Normal. Vambora.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
O tamanho da legenda ficou bom.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
filha da puta. Começou já. Ai, que desgraça. Oxi. As vozes, mano. Você pode ativar pra correr. Vai. Ai, lasqueira. Oh, misericórdia. Ei. Ai, meu pai do céu. Tinha que morrer aí? Temporada de caça. Era isso mesmo. Nossa, mano. Não, com o coração do cara fora. Ó, tamanho do rombo. A lasqueira, mano. Tá muito escuro na live? Não, tá normal. Se aumentar muito o brilho vai ficar ruim. Tá bom assim.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer
A
than I
gente tá
thought.
adiantada.
I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. I wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Sun Lake.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return, convite. Deixa eu ver como é que fica no modo qualidade, mano. Vai jogar 30 FPS não dá não.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
Território terrível. Pegue o mapa.
I think I hear someone.
O mapa exibe lugares importantes na área.
I can go take a look.
Ah. Estacionamento. A cena do crime, acha os policiais. Deixa eu ver aqui, se dá pra ir. Tá vendo? Fechado.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here. The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Neném.
Did you get lost?
Bora.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Eu é quem manda aqui.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Resumo cairia bem. Alguma testemunha do crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Resumo cairia bem. Vamos dar uma olhada no corpo.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Outro policial Thornton no mercado.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case.
Você pode acessar o quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Ah,
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
quadro de casos.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
O quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance na investigação. Você pode usar o direcional para se movimentar. Pode usar L2 ou R2 para dar zoom. E o outro direcional para mover o cursor. Agora você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou pressionar bolinha para sair. Ocorreu uma série de assassinatos perto da cidade de Bright Falls. Encontrar as conexões ajudará na busca pelo assassino. A vítima foi dada como desaparecida em 2010. Encontraram em 2012 enterrada em uma cova rasa. É do caso anterior dela, né? A mais recente morreu de traumatismo grave no tórax, condizem com a vítima de 2018. Fiz confirmar devido às condições do corpo. Duas vítimas tinham hematomas, algum amarra, correio cinto. Não tem mais nada. O que sai daqui agora? Nosso.
I see you're already hard at
Sai.
work.
Lembre-se de que você pode acessar o mapa mental sem entrar no
We're
lugar
just getting
mental.
started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
O mapa, tá? Olha aqui. Como é que acessa o mapa sem entrar aqui? Ah. Se eu clico uma vez, ela entra no lugar mental. Se eu seguro... Ué. Caralho. Ah, com a esquerda. O touchpad é a esquerda.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Culinária virtual de Bright Falls.
Real
Sou da
funny,
família.
Anderson.
Toda a família pequena de Sally Upton rompeu uma comemoração quando ela venceu a grande partida neste fim de semana. Caminhar por uma hora faz a depressão ir embora. Doberman desaparecido encontrado na trilha. Massacre nos chalés de aluguel. Homem misterioso ataca turista no meio da noite. Casos em Cauldron Lake.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Your Peak. Uma prodígio, né? Montanha ao longe, juntamente com Your Peak.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Não. A volta lá embaixo.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Morta falsa. Essa poderosa criação da natureza reanima tanto espírito.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Pode
Casey
ser
hates
que
the
quando as
Amos jokes
coisas
about
ficam
coincidentally having the
armas,
same name as a fake
os Ardos seguem em
detective.
frente.
He hates those cheesy
Bem
crime
para
books.
onde os Ardos seguem,
really
mas talvez
hates the
você ache
movies.
inspirador. Fragmento de manuscrito. Você pode usar os fragmentos de manuscrito para aprimorar armas no lugar mental. Outro tiro na cabeça. Mais balas. Várias vezes. Segure o botão de atirar para ativar o modo de disparo automático. Mas eu não tenho ainda. Era isso, né?
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. The forest can be a dangerous place.
Para, Suzão.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did.
Cara, é a esquerda.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Witch Hut. Aqui morava a bruxa de Cauldron Lake. Cuidado, talvez o espírito dela ainda assombre o lugar. Não misericórdia. Ixi. nada aqui. Marcou no mapa isso aí? D. Witch Hut. Ai, meu pai. O olho da câmera tá puxando, velho. Peraí. Mitch me falou hoje que a família dela está de mudança. Que chato. Esse aqui é um arquivo que eu li.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Sei que as coisas podem ficar um pouco malucas por aqui, mas se você sentir medo, lembre-se de apenas que Alan está tomando conta de nós. Casa dessa véia aí, mano. O João desceu aqui, foi? Eu nem sei, eu me perdi dele. Misericórdia. Ele tá lá pra cima, mano. Agora eu me perdi do tiozão, e agora? Ah, é aqui, ó. Oh, mas cadê o cara? Pera aí. O corpo do tiozão, né? Mas cadê os caras? Ixi, eu fui querer desviar o caminho, me perdi dos mano, ó. Fodeu, hein? Vou tentar achar eles, pera aí. Essa câmera tá me irritando, pera aí. Daqui agora, né? O corpo tá ali. É isso ali, ó.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Foi pelo outro lado, mano.
At your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Ah,
Welcome back, Anderson.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
segunda, 3, 9. Temos alguma atividade suspeita. Um homem de campo achou ter visto algo se mexer nos arbustos. Ai, tá trancado. Parou de puxar a câmera. Eles foram por aqui, né? Conversa, novas escolhas. Oi, tipo, alguém aqui, ó. Investigue a cena.
The crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Você desbloqueou sua imagem principal. Você pode colocá-la no quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. E é você, mano? Boa tarde. Permite que Saga veja pistas ativas. Você pode selecionar a imagem principal, colocá-la no quadro de casos. Cena do crime. E veja pistas ativas. Pode selecionar a imagem principal e colocá-la no quadro de casos. Ah, tá.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
A inclusão de uma imagem principal no quadro de casos dá início a uma nova linha de investigação. A inclusão de uma imagem principal no quadro de casos dá início a uma nova linha de investigação. Quando uma imagem principal é colocada, vai gerar uma nova pergunta. É possível ver as metas no quadro de casos no objetivo triângulo. É possível ver as metas no quadro de casos nos seus objetivos. Deixa eu ver. Agora você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou sair. Tá, peraí. Aqui, ó. Visitas no lugar mental não pausam o jogo. Então cuidado com as ameaças na proximidade. Ah, mano.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Pode obter pistas do corpo para avançar na investigação.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Pistas adicionadas. Vamos lá. É possível colocar pistas recentes cobertas na pergunta aberta.
Think, Saga. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
As pistas solucionaram a pergunta aberta e desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você vai avançar na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas, atualizando seus objetivos. Agora você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou sair para obter novas pistas. Descubra mais sobre a vítima, descubra mais sobre o assassino. Casos de ponto de interesse acompanham objetivos e informações que saibam de perigo para monitorar a progressão de coleta. Cadê? Esse aqui é o outro, né?
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
E aqui também, ó.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Pistas. Pulha de garrafa de cerveja por perto.
Nope.
Fizeram mesmo uma bagunça por aqui. Foi empolgação ou é só trabalho?
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Mais de um agressor presente. Cena bagunçada. Crime passional? Premeditado.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Ah, pô. Ah, aí, ó. Lancheira encontrada perto de Witching Hut.
That's not right.
Cabe aqui? Cabe. Lancheira perto do mirante da cachoeira em Cauldron Lake. Vou falar com você já, mano. Não tem mais nada pra escanear.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
E aí, Wellington, como que você tá, mano? Boa tarde, filho. Tô de boa, mano.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and
Jogo aqui é cabuloso, filho. Olha lá, ó, é possível descobrir pistas ao falar com pessoas ou examinar seu entorno. S. Você conhecia a vítima?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
O que aconteceu após ele ser demitido? Então, ele está desaparecido desde 2010?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze.
Outubro foi bastante de lançamento, né, Wellington?
He got some wild ideas in his head.
Muita coisa pra jogar, mano.
Until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Foi? Quadro de caso. Ah, fi, o bolso chora, hein? Aqui. Aqui. Caso Nightingale. Eu confiava na leitura de Cassie sobre outros. Parece que nossa vítima não era mentalmente estável.
Okay. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to my falls 13 years ago.
Entidade da vítima, Robert Nightingale, ex-agente do FBI, saúde mental questionável no momento do desaparecimento. Garrafa de cooler. Pera aí, acho que vai aqui, né? Pera aqui. E parece novo, trazido pelos assassinos. Por quê? Para montar uma câmera, um filme, é esquisito. Aí. Lá.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him.
Esperava por ele.
But why Nightingale? He's
Nightingale.
been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
A vítima veio de... Não sei, né? Também tu quer saber.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw.
Ver
Feel
o que ela
what they
viu,
felt.
sentir o que sentiu.
Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Você pode usar o perfil dentro do lugar mental de Saga para entrar na cabeça dos suspeitos e vítimas. Negócio de mexer com os outros, né? Vai, aprimoramento de arma. Ah, tá. Não queria mexer nisso aqui não, velho. Usando a intuição, Saga pode analisar o perfil de pessoas relevantes para descobrir pistas novas. Nightingale. Pessoa desaparecida.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Menina, pode mexer com essas coisas.
A lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Homicídio ritual.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Ah, mas o bagulho da arma aqui eu não tenho fichinha não pra fazer não. Pera aí. Mas dois bagulhos aqui, velho.
This mug always cheers me up.
Fala, bebê, como é que você tá? Boa tarde, filho. a pior mãe. Não dá pra mexer mais em nada, né? Quadro de casos também não. Faltando 2 pistas daqui, ó. Cauldron Lake. Vou sair aqui.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake.
Vai lá no lado.
Lead the way.
Sounds good.
Em frente, ó. Tem que ir lá.
Way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Onde... Não! É do outro lado.
This one of your hunt.
Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Ah, eu vinha parar aqui, a hora que eu me perdia. Aqui, velho.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
Vem por cá. Fica aí, viu, Tupete? Já volta aí, pera aí.
A witch with no heart.
A bruxa aí, ó.
A strange echo of our murder.
Witch Lady. A bisoiada pra cá.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Pera aí. Volta aí já, mano. É, mas aqui não tem muita coisa pra olhar não, viu? Aquela hora eu vim dali daquele barranquinho ali. Não.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Bora. Eu tenho que ir aqui, é? Examine o caminho obstruído.
There's a piece of on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm, like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone played a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Onde de ser a última.
With us.
You were
Peguei a
right.
primeira página de manuscrito.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Fechou.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Muitos mistérios não têm sentido fazendo as perguntas erradas. Cabe mais alguma coisa? É coisa ainda. A leitura das palavras dessas palavras. A leitura das palavras dessas palavras parecia uma mensagem. Alguém estava brincando com elas. Então, eu ia o quê?
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ah, porra, tem um bagulho dentro do peito do cara, velho. Páginas do manuscrito. A vítima era um dos seus, agente especial do FBI, Robert Nightingale, desaparecido neste local 13 anos atrás. Agora, ele aparecerá de repente, mas foi assassinado em um ritual brutal e sangrento no mesmo dia da chegada deles. E lá estava a página, esta página, a primeira página que tinha encontrado, não a última. O primeiro passo rumo a profundezas aterrorizantes. Verdades secretas tremolando sobre o limiar. Ler as palavras, estas palavras, pareciam uma mensagem, era uma mensagem. Alguém sabia que eles estavam aqui. O que estavam fazendo? Alguém jogava um jogo com eles, enganando-os, um convite como poderiam recusar. A enorme ousadia desse mistério impossível apresentada a eles, mesmo que soubessem que acabaria se machucando. Ali, né? É.
Found all I can here.
Eu que posso.
Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Xi. Descobri tudo o que podia aqui. Preciso levar o corpo para ser examinado na cidade. Misericórdia.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Vai tu perto. Vambora.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Vou falar com você. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Tem itens. Eu acho que tinha uma conversa paralela com o maluco lá na frente, lá, velho. Vamos levar o corpo de volta à cidade.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Chave de atalho.
Thanks.
Leve o carro de volta a Brick Falls.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Pra cá a gente não dá pra ir aqui?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Sem aqui, ó.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Que da hora, hein? Coisa boa tem aí. É doido, mano. Tá no comecinho lá na floresta lá, casal. Parece uns rabiscos doidos lá, mano.
Anderson, forest can be a dangerous place.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods.
Vou andando com o tiozinho no meio da floresta lá, parecia doido lá no meio da tela, mano.
If we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
É que tá muito calmo. Tá muito calmo mesmo. Tá normal isso aqui, não. Vai lá, né? Pera aí, filho. Ah,
There's another lunchbox.
a caixinha. Vai dois. Estamos juntos nessa figura erótica. Tenha um dia... Erótica não, heróica. Ih. Não. Tá. Bora, mano.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Vai, mano. Ah. Tem aqui.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Os animais silvestres mais raros do noroeste do Pacífico. Finalmente cheguei a Cauldron Lake. Foi fácil pular por cima do... Outro caminho? É. Tá.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Brick Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
The Deer Fest.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Vou abrir lá. Itens, fragmento, pulseira pingente, lanterna. Mapa. Drum Lake. Ah, o mapa daqui não tem ainda não, né? Outro lugar. Mano. Previsão de tempo tátil.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
É isso aí que abriu aí.
And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town.
Abriu uma fita cassete ali, só que eu nem vi, mano. Presta atenção, velho. Aí, doida. Histórica pousada Elderwood. Fala-se de Brick Falls. E, parado lá. Mapa, peguei o mapa. Brick Falls. Não. Que doidão.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Não fala nada?
I can't force it open.
Dali, né?
Take it easy.
Ô, mano. Nada aqui também.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Nada. Nada. Tem nada, mano. Opa.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
E não tem mais nada.
Take care now.
Esse corredor aqui. Opa.
Good to see you.
Nada. Caldron Lake procura notícias e boatos focado em 2010. Oh. Não abre. E vem aqui.
It doesn't budge.
Não.
Just a few more days.
Hello. How are you?
Pelo menos. Abre. Aqui não vai ter muita coisa para fazer não, hein?
I need something to cut this.
Chave do portão do atalho de Cauldron Lake entregue. Ah, não vai. A chave desse portão aqui. Aquela chave eu acho que nem tem utilidade mais. E ali eu já fui.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Vai pra lá, né? Pera aí.
Any interesting
I think I
guests
saw
lately?
something.
Any good finds?
It'll only take a minute.
Does someone left to grow a surprise under their bed for housekeeping?
Uma portinha aqui, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Não abre. Muito longe pra ir a pé, mano. Vamos lá, ele vai.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Bora.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer
Oh,
Fest.
dear.
Just a few more days.
Cute.
Nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect. It is the finest.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Hey.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Setter is better.
Não tem muita coisa pra interagir não, mano. Safe Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Disseram que havia testemunhas.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it slowed down ever since Culver Lake was fast off.
Let me guess. Missing
Jukebox. A Jukebox está quebrada. A pobre coitada não aguenta tocar a mesma música tantas e tantas vezes.
That's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
Outro carneiro desse. Um carneiro dessa porra, mano.
Rest easy, buddy. I need something to force this open.
Bagulho de chave. Ótimo.
It won't open.
Fala com os caras aqui. Cadê eles? Vocês sabem... Vocês são os Booker?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Por que estavam em Cauldron Lake? Pode me contar o que viram?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Ah, era eles dois lá em cima da montanha lá, né? Com as lanternas. Por que você acha que era seita?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Você achou o que, malandro?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Isso? Tem que ir lá na mesinha, né? Aqui, ó. Ah, previsão do tempo, ó. Aí, ó.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just...
Os Bookers. Seita da árvore.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something.
A collar.
Necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
O outro.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Cauldron Lake. Yeah. Hey,
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Essa sim, série. Grupo organizado, trabalhando com o objetivo, assassinatos ritualísticos. Receita da árvore. Casos de fundo acumulam pistas sobre assuntos mais abrangentes em andamento.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to
Mais
shut them
receita da
down.
árvore, se vai falar com ela. Meta da seita.
Nope.
Nope. Mentalidade da seita. Quem está envolvido? Cadê? E foi, né?
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Vou falar com ele de novo. Ah, é. Acho que você encontrou algo.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence.
A aqui é do...
You need to hand it over.
É vida louca, filho. Olha o colar aí.
Told you not to keep that thing there.
Andando bagulho, tio.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
E aí, legal. Boa tarde, mano. Obrigado, viu, fi? Valeu mesmo, mano.
Saga Anderson, as I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Rose.
All set?
Vai ligar essa menina lá, hein, mano.
You're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Dear
Funny.
friends. Always
Agora
have a
não.
crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
A sala da necropsia do necroto, misericórdia.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Lá vem.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Bicho doidão, tá doido?
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Esse é aqui, né?
I can't get through this.
Ah.
Agent?
Ah.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Adventure Tours.
I'm a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide, also spare season. Oh no, a bear.
Rádio, televisão. Adventure Tours. Não sei. Quadro de casos. Não foi esse caso que atualizou. Esse aqui. Símbolo da seita.
Government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere.
Aí, né? Espera aí que eu já vou aí.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Senhor. Essas celas aqui.
Locked up an innocent man.
Não vai. Vamos lá. Abre, né? Ih.
Hey!
Yeah.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Menino.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Abri, né, meu filho? Eu tô aqui. Brick Falls. Onde eu tô? Ah, nem parece no mapa. Não pode. Isso é chave. Que é isso? Pega, porra. É pacote de pilha, pilha para recarregar a lanterna e curativo. Vai doida.
It won't open.
Não?
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Misericórdia.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Aqui que eu já vou, viu? As gavetas dos presuntos aí, ó.
Can't be opened on this side.
Não abre. Vamos ver.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Examinar de
There's
novo.
writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. Put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something
Olha
inside.
do rombo, velho. Quadro de casos. Não é esse caso aqui, não. Esse aqui, ó.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Ah, oh. Causa da morte. Não?
Chest wound is cause of death.
Traumatismo no tórax é claramente a causa da morte. Algo foi inserido.
Doesn't add up.
Escritura ritual?
There's definitely something in his
Tem
chest.
papel no peito dele.
Did the
Ah,
killers
porra.
leave it there?
Causa do inchaço desconhecida. Tatuagens estranhas na pele e no coração. Uma página colocada na cavidade torácica. Tatuagem no corpo e no coração. Como os assassinos tiveram tempo. Não faz sentido. Tá porra, mano. Ia. Tá parecendo um baiacu, mano. Olha.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable.
A luz os machuca.
Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages.
Esse maluco eu conheço ele, é um ator, não é?
To this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Tá porra.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Ui, meu Deus do céu. Tá porra, mano. Eita porra, jogou a arma fora, mano. porra, tava demorando.
Could not see into bright light.
A desgrama, bicho. Filha da puta. Vai, gordão, deixa eu pegar a arma que você vai ver. Merda mesmo.
No weapon.
Tem arma?
The page said to get into the light.
Eita porra. Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você. Ah, porra, mano. A minha arma tá ali, ó. Ele jogou ali, ó. Mano.
He can't see me in the light.
Passa pra cá, seu filho da rapaz.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Corre, filho. Refúgios vão restaurar a parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponívelmente. Eita.
Go.
Corre, menino! Meu Deus do céu. Desgraça.
Vanished.
Acabou o capítulo. E aí? Continuar.
He didn't have
Tem gente em casa?
but he still got up.
Acontece,
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Você matou os caras, ó.
Disappeared?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Você pode ler páginas do manuscrito no lugar mental.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Para onde Nightingale foi? Sabe, estava de volta em Cauldron Lake, um possuído. Tá. Receita da árvore.
Oh.
Nightingale é a única vítima que se tornou um monstro. Por quê? Páginas do manuscrito. Não é aqui mesmo. Saga enfrenta Nightingale com luz. A sala de autópsia estava uma bagunça, como se uma bomba tivesse explodido. Eu procurava a Saga. Não a enxergou sob a luz, passou por ela. Possuídos não conseguem enxergar com luz intensa. A luz o machucava a escuridão deles. Cassie o quê? Ali com Cassie. Fomos atacados por um homem morto. O que aconteceu com o Sheriff?
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
Aceita. Voltar para Cauldron Lake.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Vamos voltar para Cauldron
The
Lake.
page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Siga a Nightingale em Cauldron Lake. Ei, meu Deus. Deixa esse homem quieto, minha filha. Shit!
We heard gunshots. You all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could
Para o pet.
He's dead.
Deixar.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy
Eu já vi, né?
talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean?
Bora, mano.
They're a fine pair.
Voltar pra lá, né?
Hello. My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
O carro pode ser usado para viajar de um lugar para o outro.
Rinse and repeat.
Cauldron Lake.
Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I Started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Peguei. O Coração, Retorno 2.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Voltou pra caçar diacho dessa floresta aqui, meu filho. Vai lascou-se. Tá ficando de noite, ó.
More about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Ah, naquele bagulho que eu fui mexer aquela hora lá, ó. Deixa eu ver esses mano aqui.
Hey.
Hello.
There. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted
Hello.
area signs.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. That's all I've got for the moment.
A porta aqui tá fechada, ó. Recado da manutenção. Não tem nada de importante aqui também, né? Olha, eu já fui. Agora o pet tá esperando nós. Bora, filho.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Oxi.
Our crime scene's drowning.
Você pode usar a bolinha para ativar a lanterna de saga.
Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Susto, meu. Agora fodeu também.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Não. Sobre o negócio do ritual.
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is.
Encontramos o Nightingale e depois.
After we find Nightingale, what then?
Abriu a porta, que susto que eu tomei, velho.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Alguma coisa no caso lá? Não, né? E sim, atualizou alguma coisa aqui, ó. Programa de Pac-Man. Vários artistas. Revisão. De caos.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Não é o único assassino, mas um grupo organizado. A seita da árvore agora está... Agora este caso ficou bem mais interessante. É para você. Deveria fazer um novo dossiê. Começar do zero. Qual é o objetivo? Siga o rastro de Nightingale. Olha a cena do crime. Está aqui. Aqui. Aqui.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Ah, não, vai pra cá, né? O bagulho que eu peguei. Não? Essas pegadas não estavam aqui antes, né? Nightingale passou por aqui, estou no caminho certo. Eu gosto de arrumar saia pra se coçar, essa p da mãe, mano. Quê? Ponto de interesse. Se eu for aqui, eu vou me perder, mano. Onde que eu tô aqui? Ah, pera aí. Essas interrogações aqui. Dentro. Misericórdia. alguma coisa aqui dentro, não tem? Tá aqui, ó. Ah, mas aqui é o mercado que eu passei aquela hora lá, mano. Tem luz de poste aqui. Vai aparecer os capetas aqui daqui a pouco. Ih. De baixo. É aqui.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the...
A triangle. Yes, you do.
Oh, meu Deus do céu, viu, velho?
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oi, filha da puta do caralho. Desgraça.
A presence.
Começou essa desgrama já.
Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Tá. Atualizou o bagulho dessa coisa lá? Bora, minha filha. Não dá pause não, o bagulho não. Tem que fazer. Explore em torno de Witching Ladle. Meu pai do céu. Não, liga essa porra, essa lanterna, essa é doida, menino. Hey. Vai. Esse bagulho eu já li. Ah, aqui é o caminho.
What is
Acho. É isso aí, velho.
like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Você pode ativar a intensificação de lanterna para aumentar o dano contra a escuridão e queimar a substância obscura.
My flashlight burned the dark
A lanterna
stuff.
queimou o negócio escuro.
It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Contra a Witch Hut. O fusível estava instalado. Ela havia achado no meio das tralhas na floresta. Saga entrou na Witch Hut. Algo a apressou, uma presença familiar. Ela não conseguia situá-la, algo esquecido há muito tempo. Ela tentou agarrá-la, mas já tinha ido embora. Do lado de dentro, uma luz intensa. O objeto já chamava aqui a atenção de Saga. Chamava a atenção em meio aos crânios empoeirados de animais e ao caldeirão. Como se a luz os tivesse manifestado. Arrancando-os da escuridão. Uma mudança de realidade, cheia de significado oculto. Uma garrafa térmica de café. E tem o bagulho do caso aqui, ó.
Does witches ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light the key.
Luzes intensas oferece proteção. Fica de olho em mais lugares como esse. Encontre encontrar a bruxa. Bote as luzes para funcionar na Witch Hut. Encontre o fusível nos arredores.
I need to find the witch's hut.
Onde que é essa fita aí? Ah, é lá em cima. Lá. Ah, volta por lá. Não vai não. Na moralzinha. Aqui. Direita pra lá. Nossa, mano. Meu Deus do céu. Falado.
This is the witch's hut.
É aqui mesmo. Bote as luzes para funcionar. Encontre o fusível.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
This fuse is busted.
Porra, velho. Essa aqui eu já li, mano. Já vim aqui.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Céu. É a bruxa. Que bonito, hein? Tô com na mão aqui já. Garrafa de café. Sala de descanso é um lugar onde você pode salvar sua... Oxe, só aqui? Salvamento manual. Rapaz. Tá muito rápido. Nossa, o jogo, você não consegue salvar o jogo a hora que você quer, né?
Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Doesn't look right. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more.
O coração, cadê?
Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart.
Pessoal, então esse aí foi o início, tá? Eu vou ter que fazer uns bagulho aqui. Amanhã a gente volta amanhã cedo, tá bom? É nóis. Espero que vocês tenham gostado aí. Tamo junto. Deixa eu ver.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
É isso aí, tá bom? Amanhã a gente volta que a gente continua daqui. É nóis, espero que vocês tenham gostado aí. Tamo junto. Fiquem com Deus. Bom final de sexta-feira pra vocês, pra família de vocês, mano. É nóis.